Sometimes when you see other people eating their own food in a restaurant, it's always good to ask the restaurant staff if it's okay for you to eat your own food first before you actually think about doing it, or else you may get in trouble with the restaurant staff. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoon sometimes, and I have Humphrey with me right here. Say hi, Humphrey fans! And today we're going to be doing a Humphrey and story time, and today's Humphrey and story time is going to be the time my friend got snapped at by some employees because she accidentally made a mistake and ate her own food in an arcade that we weren't allowed to eat our food in. So this is a story just to let you guys know. It's always good to check and see if it's okay to eat your own food in a restaurant or an arcade you're at, because they want you to buy their food and not a lot of places allow outside food. So I'm going to get started and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I hope you enjoy Humphrey because he's going to be my little guest here. So this all started about 4 years ago. I went to this local arcade, and this was the same day I had my awkward experience at the local Vietnamese restaurant, which if you didn't see that video, it'll be linked in the description box or down below. And it was also the same day I was going to see Beauty and the Beast with my friend, her parents, and my entire family. So, oh, I'm so sorry. I just got distracted because my dog has an appointment to get update checks on his surgery tomorrow. Anyway, so back to the story. So we went to this local arcade for one of my friends' birthdays, and this happened the same day, like I said, as my weird experience at the local Vietnamese restaurant, and also the day I was going to see the new Beauty and the Beast. If you want to see the review of the Beauty and the Beast of 2017, I will link that down below, as well as the story of my first awkward experience at the local Vietnamese restaurant. So anyway, we went to this place for my friend's birthday. It was a really nice place. It was fun. It had arcade games. It even had a karaoke room. The only thing that sucked was we had to pay for the karaoke room in advance if we wanted to do karaoke. So we were super excited. We were having a good time. Then I see my friend, who I'm going to call Lunch, just because she got upset. I'm going to call her Lunch just because she couldn't eat her lunch at the table. So I'm hanging out with my friends, and then all of a sudden I hear an employee go,
"Excuse me, you can't eat your food in the restaurant, blah, 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 blah. Blah. We do not allow outside food, yada, yada, yada."
Look at Humphrey. And she was saying it quite rudely, and I didn't really like how that sounded, and I'm like, okay. And I didn't know who she was yelling at that time. Excuse me? I didn't know who she was snapping at that time, and so I didn't know who it was, but then I see my friend Lunch upset, and I go, "Are you okay?" And she goes, "That employee was super rude to me." And I'm like, "What happened?" And she goes, "She told me I couldn't eat my food in the restaurant." And I'm like, "Why? What happened?" And she goes, "Well, I saw someone else eating their food in the restaurant, and I thought it was okay for me to eat my food." And I'm like, that's kind of weird. And I understand her confusion, excuse me, because she saw somebody else eating their own food, so she thought it was okay. And, are you a happy boy? Yeah, sorry. So she thought it was okay. And I guess maybe what happened was she thought it was okay because she saw someone else eating their own food, but she didn't know until the employee snapped at her for eating her own food. And I felt really bad for my friend, and I'm like, I'm sorry that happened to you. She goes, that's okay, blah, 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 blah. So what I did was I talked my friend out of being upset about not being able to eat her food in the arcade/restaurant, and I was like, why don't you just enjoy the party instead of being upset and bummed out you can't eat your own food in the place? And she goes, okay. So basically my friend puts all her food away, and then she goes around, hangs out with me. Oh, you're so cute. Hangs out with me. And so we just decide to forget about what had happened to her earlier, and we were just super happy that we got to hang out together, and I was super happy I was able to distract her from oh, you're so cute. Sorry, I'm distracted by Humphrey, from being upset about not being able to eat her own food in the restaurant. So the moral of the story is, if you go to a place and you bring food from the outside to a certain place that already has their own food, it's kind of polite to ask first to eat it. If you see someone else eating their own food in a restaurant or an arcade thing, it's kind of like not a good idea just to do it just because someone else is eating their own food, because it's just polite manners to just ask instead of like do something that someone else is already doing, because if you don't do that, then you probably could get in trouble. So it's just kind of polite manners to ask restaurant owners if it's okay to eat your own food in the restaurant, because you don't want to get in trouble or get kicked out of the restaurant. Just keep that in mind if you're going somewhere to eat and you're bringing your own food. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, I'm sorry, baby boy. So that was a story about how one of my friends got snapped at by an employee at an arcade for eating her own food in a restaurant. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day except for Tuesday and Friday afternoons sometimes, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye-bye!